Hello and welcome, dear students. This is me, Aisha Nazir, teaching you better English literacy skills for grade 5, and I hope you all are doing good. Open your books, dear students, and as all of you know that we have done the reading explanation of unit number 3, which is poem, and today we are going to start the activities page, which is page number 15. Come to the question number 1 here. Answer the question about the poem. Now there are few questions about the poem and you have to answer them. Question 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Look at question number 1. Do you like this poem? Yes or no? Okay, now you have to give the answer in yes or no, whether you like the poem or you dislike the poem. But at the same time, if you are ticking this block, it means yes, then you have to write the reason in one line. If you say yes, then give the reason, and if you say no, then you have to give the reason. Okay, for example, do you like this poem? And I say yes, so the reason would be that because the poem is full of joy and laughter. I like this poem. Why? Because the poem is full of joy and laughter. Or for example, if I dislike the poem, for example, if I tick the box no, then I will have to give the reason. For example, I dislike the poem. Why? Because Daddy fell into the pond and it was not funny. Daddy fell into the pond and it was not funny, or it was not funny at all. So this would be my answer or my reason for why I'm saying no. You have to attempt it in this way, yes or no, and then you will write the reason. Okay, reason mean वजह आपने बतानी है कि क्यों आपको पसंद नहीं आई या आपको क्यों पसंद आई है, उसकी भी आपने रीज़न वजह बतानी है. Done with question number 1. Look at question number 2. Tick 3 words that describe how Daddy probably felt when he fell into the pond. Now they are asking you that how he might felt when he fell down into the pond. कह रहे हैं कि डैडी को कैसा फील हुआ होगा जब वो पानी में तालाब में गिरे. So they have given you few words and the blocks, so we have to tick the appropriate one. For example, number 1 is angry. Angry, yes, he was angry because all of his clothes and body was wet when he suddenly fell into the pond. So yes, he was angry. Embarrassed, I think it is not embarrassed. Embarrassed he was not, because he fell in. It was like a disgusting situation, but it was not embarrassing. Next, silly. No, he was not silly at all. He was not feeling silly because this can happen to anyone. Next one is confused. No, he was not confused. Confused means कि उसको कुछ समझ नहीं आ रही थी, तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं था वहाँ पे. He was into the water and he was pretty much aware of it, so there was no confusion there. Next is disgusted. Disgusted mean annoyed or nagawar. So obviously he was disgusted because because all of his body was wet and it was a sudden situation for him. Next is uncomfortable. Yes, he was uncomfortable because he was drowning and he was trying to uplift himself, so it was an uncomfortable situation for him as well. Done with this question. I hope you are understanding. 3 question is, if your daddy really fell into the pond, what is the first thing you would do? Now the question is, if your daddy fell into the pond, then what will you do first? आप पहले क्या करेंगे अगर आपके डैडी जो है वो इस तरह के पॉन्ड में गिर जाए? So the answer would be, my answer is that we should help him first. What we should do? We should help him first. Although it is funny, but we should not make fun of him, because it is a disgusting situation for that person, and we should not, at that time we should not make fun of that person, because it is not, I think, a good idea. So the first thing you would do is we should help him. First of all, the first thing that we should do is to help him. We should help him Although it is a funny situation, but we should not make fun of the situation because it is embarrassing for him, so we shouldn't be making him embarrassed. Okay, next is find words in the poem that mean. Now we have given the meaning of few words and we have to write the appropriate word for that. These are like words similars or synonyms of each other. Okay, but these words that we are going to write are present in the poem. So complained, as we have read it in the poem, that everyone was grumbled. Mourned, or it means complained, so the meaning here would be grumbled. Dreary means dull or dry, so in the poem we have used the word dismal for this. Dismal. Dreary means dismal. Next is creeping. We all know the meaning of creeping as we have done it before in the words, in the synonyms of these words. Creeping means crawling or crawling means creeping. These are similar words. Crawling. Done with this. Next is trembling. Of course, we know the meaning of trembling. It means shaking, and shaking word is present in our poem. Trembling, shaking. Trembling, shaking. Without talk. Without talk means, the word that we used here for without talk is, you can see here, where is silent? You can find, yes, silently, quietly, or without talk it means. So without talk means silently. Next question is find words that rhyme with these words. Rhyme means which give the similar sound and similar letters in the end, but first of all it should produce the similar sound. For example, fell, and there is a similar sound word called hell. Fell, hell. Old, you can write another word if you have in your mind. Old, and the similar sound producing other word is gold. Or it can be cold as well. Gold or cold. They are producing, three of these words are producing similar sounds. Next is pond. Pond or fond. Or we can also write bond. Pond, fond, bond. You can write any of this word, or if you have another word in your mind you can write that as well. Quick means quick, sorry, not mean. Similar sound producing word is trick. Quick, trick. And drake, we can also write shake, or we can also write bake. Shake or bake. These all should be written in the small letters, not with capital letters. Okay, so this was all about our A section of questions. In the next video we will do the question number B and C. Till that time, take good care of yourself and thank you so much.